If you are blocked by your specific person, then that is great news. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia, and here is where I talk about manifestation, law of assumption, and anything and everything that makes you the better version of yourself. And in today's video, we are going to talk about all the circumstances that you are seeing in your current reality and that makes you think that you cannot manifest or you are not manifesting properly. So let's get into today's video. Now, why do I say that if your specific person has blocked you, it is actually great news? What could be the reason? Now, I always talk about specific person because more than 70% of my audience are asking me only about specific person. So I will always give the example of specific person first. But in this video, I'm also going to talk about other examples like money, job, opportunities, whatever that you are manifesting. So make sure that you watch till the end of this video. I'm going to simplify manifestation for you as much as possible. And please keep on engaging. I love your constant support and engagement. The channel has received so much visibility for the past week, and I'm so grateful for everything that you guys have been doing, for asking all your questions. I reply to all comments and I also pin affirmations. So every time you enter a video of mine, make sure that you affirm in the comment section. So when we all are affirming in the comment section collectively, we are not just creating a safe space for everyone, a no judgment space for whatever you are manifesting. But when we are collectively affirming words together, we are also creating an energetic space because collective manifestation works. And that is why, whenever I am manifesting something, I share it with my most trusted friends, and they also affirm with me to help me get what I want faster. So yeah, collective affirmations, work. Make sure that you all are partners in this. We all are partners in this. We all are learning the same thing together. So yeah, having said so, let's get into today's video. Now, if you think that when your specific person blocks you, it feels like the end of the world, then you are very much wrong. Now, why is that? Our reality is always changing, right? It's fluid. If your specific person was yours yesterday and today they have broken up, then your reality is shifting based on what? Again, your assumptions about relationship, your assumptions about yourself, whatever has led you to this moment. It does not matter. We are not going to delve deeper into how you mess things up. No, we are only going to create the better future, right? And the sooner you understand that the reality is constantly shifting, that time is fluid, the more clearer it gets for you. Okay, so yesterday's assumptions led me here to where I am today. So today's assumptions can automatically lead me to tomorrow's imagination, right? The imagination that is there in my head. So tomorrow I can have a better future if I imagine and assume things, if I work on my assumptions right now correctly. And that is why no contact is actually a wake-up call for you to understand how you can do this better. And it is not just that. No contact is not just treating yourself again as a project, all of that. No, it also saves you from this undesired version of your specific person. Your old concept about yourself manifested this specific person who gave you rejection, right? Now it's simple. We can work on this. We have figured out how that has happened. Now it's simple. If I change a bunch of thoughts, if I change a bunch of assumptions, and if I stay consistent, then I am going to create a new version of myself and also a new version of my person. Now, how does that work? My client asked me, how does me changing a bunch of assumptions affect my specific person? Now, very good question. When you are affirming, two things happen. First, thought transmission, something which we discussed in our previous video. I'm going to link it here. Now, the second thing is when you are affirming, you are creating a bunch of thoughts together make a bunch of assumptions, because the more you repeat certain thoughts with repetition, they become solid facts, they become your assumptions, they become who you define yourself in this very moment. So the more you affirm, the more you create this new belief system, the more you are also changing with these affirmations. So, the more you affirm, the entire point of affirmation is that it is to create a new belief system. And when that happens, you also change, right? So, the entire point of affirming any sort of repetition, whether you are scripting, whether you are doing your SATs or state akin to sleep, whether you are affirming robotically or not, it does not matter. Whatever form of repetition you are engaging with, the entire point of all of these tools and techniques of repetition is to convince yourself, to strengthen your fact, you strengthen your faith about the law. Okay, and the more you get convinced, the more you get saturated, what happens is that you remain unfazed by the circumstances. Now, being unfazed by circumstances mean two different things. One, you are not caring about what is happening, essentially because that has become your coping mechanism, or you have gathered your strength. But the second thing is the advanced manifestation stage, or the sabbath stage that you reach. What happens in this stage is that you are unfazed by the reality, because you are so happy when you are doing your imaginal scenes, and every time you are affirming, you have this feeling that okay, it is going to happen any moment now. And in this current reality, you're actually you're taking radical steps to make space for that. So let's say maybe you are manifesting marriage. So how would you make radical space for that? Maybe you want your SP to move in your apartment after you get married to them. So maybe you have cleared a space in your wardrobe for them, and then not seeing a message from them in your phone does not bother you. So these are like two different ways of, two different stages of not reacting to the 3D. All right. So the goal is to reach the second advanced stage. That is what I said. And that happens through repetition. So no contact is actually the time when you work on these techniques, work on yourself, work on your self concept, your assumptions, to strengthen your ability in manifesting whatever you are manifesting. Okay, now I said in the beginning of the video, and everyone has this problem of taking words too literally. There's always one person who'll come and pinpoint something or the other. So you said, like, Olivia, you said, okay, SP was yours in the beginning and then they broke up with you. What if SP was never mine and it was one-sided? Again, your self-concept or your assumptions about yourself, about love, or about not being chosen, whatever it was when you liked this person, led you to that. If you keep on describing the situation as one-sided, then your 3D is going to show you what you are repeating again. That is the entire point of repetition. Okay, so you just have to repeat a bunch of new thoughts, a bunch of new assumptions. And it is not just about flipping each and every thought, it is also about what is your idea of this new SP. So here comes revision also. How does revision look like? It's not always like, okay, we are never in no contact, like we have always been in contact, the no contact has not happened. It's not like always that, yeah, that works as well. But you can say, okay, this is now so last decade, this SP is now a changed person, and however you described him so far, or her or them, however you describe them so far, is now literally in the past in your head. My point is, you have to create a distance in your head, okay, between what you are wanting right now and what has already happened. And to create that, the repetition should be so strong, the saturation should be so strong that you are genuinely unfazed. Again, the advanced manifestation stage that I talked about, you're genuinely unfazed by what has happened, and that does not trigger anything. All right, that was about SP. Now, when it comes to money, the best way to think about money is the same way you should think about SP. All right, humanize money and make them your SP. Just say affirmations like SP loves me as much as money loves me, or money loves me as much as SP loves me. And if you're struggling at both, then create a bunch of affirmations that help you to enhance your confidence in manifesting stuff. So you can say, I have the best relationship with SP and money. Money overflows in my pocket. I never run out of money. And always say things like, in the beginning, especially when you are trying to understand this, I find money in unexpected ways. Or every time I spend something, or every time I spend money, I get it 10 times back. So, what happens when you say these things? You will get unexpected refunds, whether small or whether big. Now, the problem about insecure people is that when they see some small movement, they don't understand that it is their affirmations working. So, if I am affirming that, okay, every time I spend on something, I always get 10 times back. It has happened with me so many times that I say these affirmations and I would get refunds or freebies and all of that. But an insecure person who is not sure about what they're doing with their affirmations, they would label it as, oh, this is not manifestation, oh, this is not a result. These are all signs of you finally going to the bigger result. Okay, so the more you see these, the more you understand, okay, this happened, so now I can level up my affirmation game, and then I can say things like, okay, money is obsessed with me. On the first day, you will not feel it so real to tell yourself. And it is absolutely okay to never believe what you're saying. Some people can exaggerate on the first day by saying things like, okay, I'm a billionaire, whatever your affirmations are. But some people, I'm one of those people who don't believe in my affirmations in the first day, especially about money. So I say things like, okay, this month or this week, my goal is to earn this much. And every day I will earn this much. All right. So that's how I get bookings, that's how I get clients, or that's how I maybe get money gifted, because I have all of these affirmations. I get money from unexpected sources. I always get whatever I spend 10 times back. Money loves me as much as my man loves me. And I always find money. Oh, yeah, I said that in unexpected ways. And my money, okay, my relationship with money is getting more secure. I deserve the money that I wish to see in my bank. All right, now let's go to job. Let's say you got a rejection letter from your favorite company. Do not give up. I know how it feels. You can recreate the entire scenario, revise the entire scenario, like I said, by equalizing your opportunity with your SP. My job or my company loves me as much as SP loves me. You can absolutely do that. Or you can revise like, okay, this rejection letter is a glitch. They are going to hire me. They are going to hire me. Okay, you can revise that. And you can, again, saturation, repetition, all of that. If you do not find those things realistic, and if you genuinely do not feel like persisting in that, you know, particular manifestation or desire anymore, that is also okay. Do not give up. Do not go down the rabbit hole of, again, thinking that, okay, maybe I'm not meant for all of these opportunities. No, just say yourself, okay, Maybe I'm meant for something bigger. Maybe this does not align with my affirmations. So, the next opportunity that I'll get will actually align with the affirmations that I am doing and also more. So, no matter the entire point of all of these, you know, all of these examples is the fact that you cannot stop. You cannot stop assuming the reality that you are expecting. It is happening any minute now. Now, a lot of things happen. Sometimes old SP also comes back, and by this time, the person has worked on themselves so much, they have manifested a new SP, and both of them are showing like the same results. Both the SPs are showing same results, same change, and then the person moves forward with the new SP because they think that their old version manifested the old SP and they don't want to move forward with it. Sometimes your rejection, job rejection, makes you believe that okay, I was never meant to be under any boss, maybe I was meant to be my own boss. So a lot of things happen. So it is always suggested that you keep an open approach, open mindedness, and that is why I always label my videos like this. You will manifest your specific person by the end of this video. You know, I keep it like that so that the intention, the wording, the phrasing puts you instantly in a state that okay, from this moment onwards, I'm going to think from the state of that individual who has it all. It is all meant, my titles, my descriptions, my pinned comments are all meant to be placebos, okay? For you to manifest better. So please do not come here and tell me, oh, this did not work for me by the end of the video. Sometimes for me also, subliminals work 1 month later, sometime immediately. Okay, when I first discovered Medusa, I love her channel. I've listened to that long distance relationship subliminal, and my SP just surprised me with two kind of flowers because he did not know what flowers I would like, and only because I was having a sad day and I was like, what? It felt so good. And mind you, SP is not at all a flower person. SP was not even a relationship person, but now he sends me flowers all the time and he loves being in a relationship with me. So keep an open approach and let the thing happen for you. Okay, do not get frustrated immediately. All right, sometimes it happens by the end of the video, sometimes it happens at the end of the week. The point is to keep on repeat and repeat and repeat. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you want coaching, please check the description box below to get in touch with me. I offer 3 types of courses: the specific person manifestation course, of course, the self-concept course, a newly launched course which I launched this year, the full immersive course where you get to spend 4 more sessions extra with me. So yeah, that is there. And if you're not a fan of live coaching 1v1, my sessions are 1.5 hours long. Okay, 1 hour 15 minutes long. If you're not interested in that, you can always go for email coaching. And if you're not in for any sort of coaching, you want your custom subliminals and all of that fun stuff, you can contact me for that as well. I love making creative stuff. All right, so thank you so much once again, and we'll meet again. Good luck manifesting, and yeah, I intend that this video gives you everything that you want.